that's ruin over me. Last leg of conversation with Sachin Kalbag, executive editor of the Hindustan Times.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Now, this is such an eye-opener, this piece by Sagar Pillai in the Hindustan Times today, only because I didn't know that there was a Mumbai Parking Authority. I'm quite impressed.
Actually,
No, but that aside, that's I consider me the ignoramus here. But private buses to be parked on Andheri Vile Parle Roads, and this is they're saying that there's no place in Best depots at all for these buses because Best is increasing their fleet of buses. So I leave you to take us through the story.
right. So the Mumbai Parking Authority has been around for quite a while. I mean, they're the guys who introduced the 10,000 rupee fine for parking out in the 500 perimeter area of a public parking lot, etc. They also created parking zones in South Mumbai, after which many of the residents complained and they had to pull back some of the schemes that they introduced. So the Mumbai Parking Authority is looking for more and more ways of creating a more streamlined way of parking in the city. Not always successful, but the latest scheme that they have proposed is that in the K East ward in Mumbai, which is Jogeshwari, parts of Jogeshwari, Andheri and Vile Parle, they will create, or rather they will identify certain areas where there is less traffic and allow those private buses which don't have parking slots available in the city to go and park overnight in those areas. So the background to the whole thing is that Mumbai has several I think there are 27 BEST bus depots, but of which many of them they lease out those bus depots for private parking between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. for 12 hours. So Mumbai has close to 14,500 private buses. We also have 3,500 BEST buses. Now, what the BEST is doing is increasing the fleet by 325 buses this year. And over a period of time, obviously, there'll be more and more public buses because introduction of new routes, introduction of AC buses, introduction of new modernized buses in the fleet, etc. In order to avoid congestion in those bus depots, they'll have to create alternatives for the private buses. So that is the whole background to the whole parking conundrum that we've got. I'm hoping that they find a solution soon. I'm not very sure whether the residents of Vile Parle, Andheri and Jogeshwari are going to take to this very kindly, because they don't want their silence and silence to be disturbed by private buses being parked, which also means that their private cars and will have a problem of parking. So I'm sure there is going to be some conflict over this. The Mumbai Parking Authority will use this as a pilot project. And if this is successful, then it will be modeled. Using this model, they will be replicating it across the city.
Yeah, there's actually a Vile Parle resident who's a member of the Mumbai Mobility Forum who's been quoted in this particular piece, which talks about a solution to traffic woes, big question mark. And they're not happy, obviously, because on a pilot basis, K East ward has been identified, which is Andheri, Vile Parle and Jogeshwari, and this particular gentleman, Vivek Pai, says that roads are not meant for parking. You cannot have a huge vehicle station on roadsides, and he disagrees with the parking body allowing private buses on roads. So, yeah, the jury is out on this particular decision, and I'm sure we'll come back with further stories in the Hindustan Times. Listen, have yourself a wonderful week. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much, Hrishi. Thank you.
Bye.